Hi, I am from DataMonk and the topic for today's video is apply map and apply map method using lambda function. Before starting the video, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell notification icon to never miss out on our videos. Now let's start our video. So how can we use lambda function into apply map and apply map methods? So let's first import our pandas library as PD to read our CSV file placement data full class.csv. So we have the data frame with 215 rows and 15 columns. Then let's define a function add which returns and adds 1 to it. Now we have a function which adds 1 to the argument. If we pass 10 value to the function, we will receive 11. Now let's see what is lambda function. Lambda function is an anonymous function which once used is erased from memory, unlike the functions declared with def keyword, which are stored in the memory and we can call them anytime we want. Here we have created def add function. So this add function is created in the memory and we can call it in anytime we want. But this is not the case with lambda functions. These are anonymous functions and this once created and once used does not remain in the memory. So we cannot call them. So it is only for one time use. Now let's see how we can perform lambda functions in apply map and apply map methods. Now over here with the use of .lock method, I have selected two columns from our data frame which are SSCP and HSCP. Now with these two columns, let's use .apply map method. Now if you don't know what is apply map, you can go and watch our previous video to know more about .apply map. Now we use lambda x and x plus 1. So what this lambda function will do is this will increment each and every value in this data frame with 1. Now let's see. Let's first see what were the values in SSCP and HSCP. For that, let's insert a cell above and call these two columns. You can see the first row has 67 and 91, and after we apply the lambda function to our data frame, we have 1 incremented to each and every element of the data frame. So this is the value or this is the function of lambda. This is x plus 1 and then x is returned. Now let's create another data frame df2 with using pandas function pd.dataframe with abc as column names and rest their values. Now let's see our df2. So we have 1.1b to 1.9b. Now if you want only the float values without the b in it, then we can use .apply map and then lambda function into it. So apply map is used so that each and every element has the function applied on it. So the lambda function is return x so that x is only from start till end, but the end is excluded. Minus 1 means the end of the string. So here end is b. So b will be excluded and we will get only our floating point values. Like here you can see we get the floating point values and the b is removed. But by the way, you can see here these are string values. So these all are string values. So therefore we can apply this method x to colon minus 1. So start till end and don't exclude the end. So these all are string values. This is our salary column. So we have our salary column from our data frame. Then let's add the function, like we have add function over here. So we will add 1 to the salary column. Now you can see 1 is added to each and every element of the column, but here as you can see there are NaN values, so numeric or arithmetic operations cannot be performed to NaN values. Therefore we have used NA action is equal to ignore. So this function will ignore all the NaN values and then perform the add operation onto each and every element excluding NaN values. Then here I have used dot format method to print a string which is salary is, and then we have the x value in it. So the x value will be the each and every element of the salary column method. So in salary column values, so we have salary is 2,70,000, and as you can see here it is also giving NaN as salary. Salary is NaN. So if we don't want this, then we can use NA action is equal to ignore. So it will ignore the NaN and perform the lambda function to other elements in the column. So when we run this function, so you can see NaN value has not been affected. Now let's call upon the other columns like SSCP and degree P, the two columns from the data frame, and use apply map and then use if else condition into it. Say percentage, if percentage is less than 70, or if the value in the column is less than 70, then print good, else print excellent. So let's see if the value was less than 70, therefore it printed good, and if the value is greater than 70 or equal to 70, excellent is printed in all the data frame. Now if you want to print percentage less than 70 is good, but if you want to print percentage greater than 70 and less than 90 to be very good, and percentage greater than 90 is excellent, so we have to use if else, and if and else. So how can we use else if in lambda function? So here let's see how we can use else if. We have to pass if in the else part. So we have a if else over here, then we have to pass another if else in the else part. Now if the percentage or the value is less than 70, then we print good, and if the percentage is greater than 70 or less than equal to 90, then we print very good, and or else if it is greater than 90, we print excellent. So we have good, very good and excellent values in our data frame. Now let's create another data frame using pd.data frame. Now these are all float type values, and perform a lambda function which says return a lambda function x which performs the function x minus x mean. So it will be performed on the column wise. So let's see the output. Now we have 1.1 minus 1.5, which was the mean of the column. So and 1.2 was the mean. So 1.2 minus 1.2 is 0, and 1.3 minus 1.2 is 0.1. So likewise we have for each and every column. So that was it from this video. If you found it useful, then please like the video, and if you have any doubts you can put in the comment section below, and we will get back to your questions. Thank you.